So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast and...
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
Assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. Faithless coward. Frostmourne.
Our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get. Finally. At last. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Finally.
What does the shadow rule?
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. At last.
Forces are under attack.
Finally. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. For the Lich King. This is more like it.
The restless dead await.
Intriguing.
Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally.
What does the shadow will?
Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers. Finally.
By Nerub. The rebels nearly had us, King Arthas.
I would not leave my subjects to be slaughtered by this rabble.
Then we shall stand by you till the end.
I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
Finally. Ah, at last. Finally.
I shall be your eyes. What needs revealing? I'll look into it. Let's see.
Ah, at last. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Inventory's full.
Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. I'll make sure you suffer. I have need of you warriors. Come with me. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. Finally. Ah, at last. The Dreadlords' guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
The restless dead await.
This is more like it. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me? Finally, some firepower. These will help us with the main gate's defenses. Frostborn hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Faithless coward. Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers.
What does the shadow will?
This is more like it. Finally.
Our forces are under
This is
attack.
more like it. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
At last. This is more like it. Your name shall be legendary.
Our forces are under attack.
At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. This is more like it. I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. I'll make sure you suffer. Finally. This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne.
Our forces are under attack.
At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our forces
The
are under
restless
attack.
dead await. At last. Faithless coward. This better be good. Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
The restless dead await. Frostmourne hungers.
This better be good.
At last.
Our forces are under attack.
You will know endless torment. Now, Frostmourne. This is more like it.
What does the shadow will?
Finally.
Small king, Norstein. Slay, rend, feast.
At last. You will know endless torment. At last. This is more like it.
What we do.
Your pain shall be legendary. I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly. You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress? Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, Great King. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness.